Beginning transmission. This is the audio log of Dr. Cool, O5 Council member, as well as Supreme Commander Mobile Task Force Alpha 1, also known as the Red Right Hand. Hello everyone. Now, as like my therapist always tells me, artistic influences can help many people suffering from many ailments. This one particular SCP takes that to the extremes by creating a picture every hour. This is for all of you artistic fans out there, as well as for many of you that draw constant fan art of me. Thank you so much for your kind contributions. Let us hop into this article file for today, shall we? Item number SCP-753. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-753 is currently contained at Sector 28, located on SCP-753 is to be contained in a 6 meter by 6 meter holding cell, monitored by surveillance cameras at all times. SCP-753 is to be provided with 5 liters of each primary color of paint every day, along with 24 standard painting canvases. All paintings created by SCP-753 are to be recorded by research staff. In the event that SCP-753 attempts to destroy itself, security personnel are to restrain SCP-753 and await further orders from research staff present. Description: SCP-753 is a highly advanced automatron, approximately 10 centimeters across, 6 centimeters wide, and 8 centimeters tall. SCP-753 possesses 2 pincher-like limbs protruding from its main circular body, which it uses to slowly move itself across the ground. This is likely due to SCP-753's locomotive functions having been damaged at an unknown point in its history. At the center of SCP-753's body is a red sensory organ, similar in structure to that of the human eye. SCP-753's eye appears to be organic, but it is likely artificially produced. This eye is also damaged, leaving SCP-753 partially blind. A Marshall Carter and Dark Ltd logo has been engraved on SCP-753's back. Interior analysis of SCP-753 shows that it moves using a rudimentary nervous system, coordinated by an extremely small spherical brain. Above SCP-753's body is a small receiver, the purpose of which is currently unknown. SCP-753 appears ignorant of its surroundings and does not recognize the presence of personnel. SCP-753's primary purpose appears to be the creation of paintings. Paintings produced by SCP-753 are highly realistic and often do not correspond to real locations. Recently, paintings created by SCP-753 have mostly involved, in some way, SCP-753's death. SCP-753 was initially returned to Marshall Carter and Dark Ltd. by one of their clients, who complained that it was broken. A Foundation mole within the organization was able to retrieve SCP-753 before incineration. SCP-753 usually produces 1 painting per hour. When SCP-753 is not provided with adequate paint or painting canvases, it appears to enter a dormant state, shutting down for a minimum time length of 1 week. As this heavily implies research, SCP-753 is to be kept stocked with paint and canvases at all times. SCP-753 does not appear to be concerned about completed paintings and generally ignores them after they are finished. Now, I have here a painting log that will detail in great description what kind of paintings SCP-735 does. Now, there are quite a few here, so my time is limited, unfortunately. However, I will go through some examples of what SCP-753 usually paints. For example, it seems to paint An image of a city. City appears to be constructed from web and populated by giant spiders. SCP-753 is visibly trapped in a web, with a spider moving towards it. An image of a nuclear explosion. Silhouettes resembling SCP-753 is visible in the explosion. An image of a cottage. A man is walking towards the cottage, holding an axe and a slashed SCP-753. Image of a forest. Indistinct human figures are visibly hanging from nooses. Notably, SCP-753 appears to be absent from the painting. Or an image of an indistinct human face, holding SCP-753 forward. Indistinctive human face appears to be registering anger. Now, there are just a few examples. There are more examples in this painting log you can read yourself. The link provided to the article file is in the description box below. Also, I would like to mention to some of our staff working with this SCP to refrain from giving it a nickname that may potentially be able to humanize this object. That also goes for the nickname Blinky. We do not name these objects, people. They are objects to be used and studied. The moment we humanize them, the more we connect with them. And let us not forget the teddy bear incident of SCP-1048, when people tried to humanize with that abomination. And look what happened. Turned out to be a Keter class. So let's try to remember that next time. Especially if it keeps me from bashing a few heads. These are objects, people, not human beings. But then again, I have to remind you all, of course. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this audio file. It is a particularly interesting one, and I hope that it has grabbed the attention of you autistic types out there. As always, click that like button as well as that subscription button, and please share this amongst your fellow colleagues and co-workers. The more knowledge we have on these readings, the better towards understanding these objects we shall be. But that is all the time I have for today. I shall see you all in the next reading. This is Dr. Cool, 05 Command, signing out.